Okay, thank the Lord Jesus. So get this before I even start. Uh, I this is like my third time trying to get this live stream going, right? And I could feel like something was trying to interfere and trying to stop me from doing this live stream. And so the third time I was like, let me get my selenite. Let me get my selenite, right? And when as soon as I said, I put it to where I felt its energy was strongest, and I put it behind the back of my computer, and I'm gonna keep this actually on the computer like that. But I swear to you, like there was something trying to stop me from doing this live stream. It was interesting, and I really wanted to do this live stream because I feel really drawn to do some readings. Now the readings are free, but if you do feel drawn to do any donations whatsoever, you're more than happy to um, do any readings. I mean, donations. Okay, so let me put that. Um, Neat. Okay, I'm gonna put this like this right there on the. So, um, before I begin, I wanted to give you kind of some updates. This is just something I've been fiddling with. I'm not even sure if I want to start selling them at the rent fair, but or if I want to sell them at the rent fair, but I started making like these wax melts, and I gotta cut them and make them look nice. But basically, look at that color. Look at that color. The camera doesn't even do this justice, and it's got glitter. I made some glitter on it, and what's interesting was is I used some Hecate oil and some. I mean, not Hecate oil, Hecate candle wax, Hestia candle wax. And I used some gray on candle wax, and just so beautiful. Like the energy felt so beautiful. And then I put in some sulfur. I put in some sulfur, black pepper, and cayenne pepper, and that actually turned the wax straight black, right? But I was drawn to take some of the crayons as a colorant, and I took a purple crayon, a red, white, and a blue crayon. And I was told to put the red, the white, and the blue, then put in the purple, and that's what I did. But I mean, this thing is so these waxes are so beautiful. Like these camera isn't doing it justice. I plan to make have some at the Ren Fair to see if they're even gonna sell. But I was gonna put them in some sparkly mojo bags, and they like basically get a free crystal with the mojo bag, with the crystal, with the block, with the wax melt and the mojo bag. So, um, while I'm here waiting for some people to come in, I guess I should get the updates out the way. So, just kind of wanted to keep you on the loop. Everything is going according to plan. I will be getting my land survey, like I said, in November, and so that's good. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried um about the foundation, but I know it's all gonna come together. I feel it. I feel like it's all gonna come together. But I ask our ancestors, our spirit guides, and the caretakers of planet Earth, both in the physical and the spirit realm, please give us guidance on what we need to know as a collective going forward into this year, into this month of October. What is it that we need to know right now? What is it that we need to know right now? What is it that we need to know? Um, just so you guys know, I made this both delicious cake. It's basically I took four vanilla puddings and mixed that up as instructed. But what I did was I took my milk and I put in cacao powder. I used the cacao water actually because I boiled the cacao in the water. So it's basically I took cacao water and milk and mixed that in, right? Um, then I took after that I took a paint. There's like these pancake mixes that basically you don't need water, milk. You just need water, and that's it. Um, so did that. I put the pancake mix in, and then I put in one orange pudding mix, and then I put it in three eggs, and I made this beautiful cake, and I put in a whole stick of butter, vegan butter, and it's just so damn good. I really outdone myself. Mm, mm. There was one more thing. I did put cinnamon sugar. Mm. What I was kind of going for is the vanilla is the lunar energy. It represents beauty, and it helps with like dreaming. So I wanted to create beautiful dreams, but I put in the orange to balance out the moon energy, just that sun and moon balance energy. On top of that, I put in three eggs. Three is a sacred number to me. Number 369, the number 13, and especially with the three being the maiden, the mother of the crown. So I put that in, and I asked for the to make my spell fertile because eggs represent fertility. But I wanted to make the spell super fertile, and I started mixing that. I put in some more of this. It's like a cacao milk, and I use cacao. I don't use cocoa. I use cacao because cacao has a lot of antioxidants and other nutrients, and it's a really, really good um, antidepressant, and I use it as part of my healing practice. Um, so I will say that. Mm, no. Okay. Ooh, almost off the shooter. I know something fell. Where'd it go? I must have been imagining it. Now I know something fell. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, we trusting that. Thank you. So this, I'm so excited to send this to my dear friend, Mama Eve. It's been really helping me, but like I really do feel like this painting, and I prayed really long and hard about it, but I felt like even though things are going well, almost like I felt like God was saying like there's some things that are gonna rear its head, and so I don't know. I feel like this is gonna help her get through like this next chapter with ease. But it's interesting because I put all the information on the back. So what I did was is I put this sigil of Aya, which this angel helps against adversity. I didn't know about this angel. Like the sigil did not make any sense to me. But it was interesting because I saw it as like a copper bracelet, like a copper bracelet, but it had angel wings with the same symbol. But it says sigil of angel Hahaya, which is the angel to help against adversity with angel wings wrapped around a yellow rose enveloped in violet light. Herbs and spices used ginger to amplify, cream of tartar for wealth and abundance, mistletoe to ward off evil and promote love, mint for mental clarity, sage to cleanse the sacred space, dill seed to banish hexes and black magic and evil spirits, ground mustard for faith, belief, and trust, and I say a cinnamon sugar for sweet love. And I put my Facebook, uh, like Hecate Oklahoma, my phone number, and my name. And I signed it as the 799 Muses. That's my artist handle. And so I do hope that it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna serve. It's gonna work regardless. Like it's not. I don't need a hope. I know for a fact this is going to work regardless. But that's from Mama Eve. And just so y'all can see, this is from Mama Eve. I feel really trying to give it to her. Usually I sell my art, but sometimes I like give it away to people. You good? Okay. Oh, um, there's some money in my change jar. If you need it for I know you were talking to that lady about some rolled up paper stuff. So if you need it, okay. It says hold on. I really need some glasses. Forgive me for moving the camera when I need to see because I can't see. I really need some glasses. Melanie says, "Oh, hi, hello, hello." Ooh, Lord Jesus, man, Joseph. Hi, Melanie. I really need glasses. So again, if I keep moving the thing closer to me, it's because I am a new subscriber. It says, "OMG, you seem like a great person." Well, thank you. Um, so are you like I know I just left my girl Mama Eve. She was just doing a live stream. Are you like a subscriber from her? Just out of curiosity. By the way, if you're not subscribed to Mama Eve, she is a fantabulous woman. She's all that in a bag of chips. You can't go wrong with her information. She definitely got some real information. Like she knows what she's doing like I do. Like she's like me. We know what we're doing. Can I ask a tarot question? Yes, you can. But I was actually just about to do a general reading for the collective, so I will answer that your tarot question after I finish the casting lots for for the collective, because I like to do one like every month. And seeing that we're in the month of September, I'm reading for the month of October. So, but I will pull your cards in advance because I could feel like these cards. I was told to shuffle these cards, and who knew? Okay, okay. Now it says, okay. So for the collective for the month of October, let's see. So a lot of us are going to be coming into wealth. Obviously, that's what this drag might be saying. But I want to say just wealth. See, the goddess Fortuna, yes, she represents good fortune. Good fortune could be anything from you're fortunate enough that you were able to make this to get this job. You were fortunate enough to um get this business grant. To you were fortunate enough to get this home. So anything could be good fortune. But I feel with this Howl light right here is that I feel like things need to be cut. Definitely things need to be cut. Um, there are some people that will need to cut away old friends that are no longer serving them, but I feel more so of like routines, like physical routines. Maybe these routines just ain't working for you. I'm hearing to change the way you affirm or the way I'm seeing the way you think, but I see like someone doing affirmations. And it's almost like instead of saying I am healing, you say I am healed. As you state it as though you already are because you are healed. If you're saying that I am healing, that still means you're still in pain, that you're still trying to get over that and be healed. So that's basically what they're saying is change the way you think, change the way you speak. Because it's interesting because this soda light comes in right in front of it, so that kind of also makes sense. But we have the citrine, the indigo gabro, and the piece of floor right here. Um, so it's like you're needed to you definitely speak positivity. You're speaking positivity, but I'm feeling like just like a minor adjustment because it's Indigo Gabra. I feel like you're very intuitive. Whoever this person, these, I feel like we're definitely very intuitive, but a lot of times we don't listen to our own intuition, and I feel like this is gonna make us listen to our intuition because the intuition is gonna bring more positivity rather than um not listening. Um, Now the drachma with the pink calcite. This is interesting because this pink calcite is a stone of love, but it's also like a cleanser. So I feel like people are going to be fortunate enough to find love this October. Um, but it's going to be clear on who you fall in love with. It's like so I feel like this clear quartz right there. I feel like it's like you're gonna know who's in love with you and who you're in love with. But I feel like there's this sense of clarity that needs to happen. Like you need to sit down with yourself before you jump into this relationship. That you need to sit down and really decide, is this where I want to go in life? So it's like you may know what you love, whether it be a person, whether it be you love to get into this particular career, but it's like you have to sit down with yourself, with your thoughts, and be like, okay, is this where really want to go? Is this gonna really make me happy, or is this gonna make me miserable? Like, 10 or 20 years down the road. So I feel like that's like, even though you will feel love, but you gotta have clarity with that. And once you kind of sit down with your thoughts and truly know where you want to go, this Malachite comes in saying it's going to transform your life. And then there's this rose quartz coming in, which rose quartz is a self confidence, self love. So it's like unconditional love is what I heard. So it's like you're going to transform into this confident, unconditionally loving person, and and but you're going to love yourself first. Like, you're putting yourself first rather than the world first, because you got to put yourself first in order to help the world anyway. Like, you got to get yourself to where you need to be so you can help other people. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of speaking truth. Like, once you become this confident person, a lot of us are going to start standing up for ourselves, being more confident, stepping into our power. Expression, soul expression is what I heard. I heard inner expression and the word soul expression. So I feel like it's going to be an inner soul expression. Like, you're going to speak deeply from the soul. Now this calcite here, like I said, it's like a change of perception when we're going back to the sublight with the indigo gabbro fluorite and this citrine. It's like you're gonna change your perception, and that's gonna cause an awakening because we got this white calcite here. Okay, but what's interesting is it's right in front of this smoky quartz. So you're definitely going. There's gonna be like a filter. I feel like a filter just was placed over my mouth. So it's like you're filtering out what serves you and what doesn't. You're filtering out how you respond, because you could be like, okay, say someone bumped into you, and you like, man, you bumped into me, apologize. And if they don't want to apologize, you get up so upset and start causing problems. Instead, you let it go. Like, instead of causing a scene, you let it go and drop it. And so it's like you're changing and filtering out old habits and implementing more positive new habits. And that's where this clear quartz comes in. I hear the word activation, and it's going to be activating also more wealth for you in November. And then there's this rhodonite here. So it's like this. I heard the word Thanksgiving as soon as I touched this rhodonite. So it's like you're gonna be like in, even though you're in your head, you're gonna be so connected with the heart and the root. So it's like you're grounding in the heart. And I feel a lot of like love and nurturing, like family getting together. But I feel that's what this Black Timberland be saying is, but even though you're having a good time with family during Thanksgiving and Christmas, keep that protection up, because you don't know what kind of spirits they got with them. And that's not to dish your family and your friends, but um should he steal from me and use my kindness? I cast this curse. Mm. So like I was saying, like, I feel like you're gonna need to protect yourself, because most say like you got all the family together. We'll say that most of the time, if not all the time, I mean, it's always happened for me, but it's like you come into a situation. As I was saying, so it's like you may have, like, when you get together, there might be someone that will just randomly start something out of nothing, right? Hold on, what is it? I can't read what you're saying. Says like for new subscriber, Mahesh Gongwei. Oh, thank you so much, um, Mahesh, for subscribing to the channel. We're doing a generating for the collective, and then we're gonna get into the readings and the casting lots. As long as my battery holds out, because my computer, I don't got my charger, so as long as the computer's still kicking, we be doing readings, okay? But like, I feel like there's gonna be like that one person that may just try to start something. So to put a stop to that, I'm seeing like mistletoe being burned. Mistletoe is a really good herb to ward off evil spirits, to banish negativity. It's actually really good against poltergeist too. And I'm seeing saging. I'm seeing people sage their home with the sage. You know, so it's like I see sage, I see mistletoe. Like, do some cleansing before family comes. Make sure you got all your wards and your protection. If you don't do wards and protection and you do prayer, prayer is another form of warding and protection because you're putting an intention with that prayer. Like for example, you'd be like, "Oh, Archangel Michael, I call upon you to please put a protection over us today, and as we go out and we do the Lord's work." That's a prayer putting an intention of protection. And Amen, Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. So it's like you're putting prayer is an intention. It's based by faith. That's actually called faith magic. Believing that it's going to happen without seeing it. And that's powerful. That's some powerful stuff. Now, the blue lace agate here says that to ground in that protection, but I also feel like to ground in, like, I feel like you're also grounding in, like what I was saying over here with the sodalite, the sodalite, fluorite, the indigo galgo, and the citrine. It's like you're grounding in the new way of thought, the new way of thinking and talking and speaking. It's going to be more on an intuitive and positive level, but also to ground in that protection, especially leading up to Thanksgiving and Christmas. Now, this is like towards Christmas into the new year. So like this is all now this is for Christmas. There is gonna be some slowness, and I've actually seen this come up not only once but twice for the collective. So there's gonna be a slow period in the first 3 weeks of December. It's gonna feel super slow, almost like, man, where is everyone at? Like, like it's like it'll be like tumbleweeds, kind of. So it's gonna be very slow, but this is a time for it's slow because of this carnelian, right? It's basically we're gathering the strength during this time of the first. I see the first 3 weeks of December. Like I feel like it's gonna be slow, but it's not like a bad slow. It's more of a slow to kind of slow down so you can gather the strength that you need to go to deal with all your family and your friends during Christmas. So it's like you're gonna need the slowness to gather the strength to heal, to rest, because not every we could. It's like we aren't built like trains, is what I just heard. We are not built like trains. We cannot keep going and keep adding more fuel and expect this to keep going. Eventually, we will have to stop, rest, and fuel up. Like we have to rest, and that's why we have those up and down times. Now, the citrine here with the lephidolite, that's telling me that there's going to be a lot of positivity, a lot of nurturing around Christmas. But I feel like as well, it's going to clear a lot of like, even though this resting period, I feel like there is going to be like it's to gear you up to start to speaking more truth. I feel like a door of truth, an epiphany is coming, and then but with clarities, and it's gonna ground you, and it's like make you so calm. It's like, man, I can't believe I didn't realize this. Like I feel definitely like an epiphany of truth is coming. Now towards the new year of January, right? We got this clear quartz and we got this. I actually don't remember what stone this is, but it's a teardrop spiral. So I feel like a lot of ego death, a spiritual death. Like what I mean by spiritual death and ego death, that is basically you changing the way you perceive the world in a sense. It's like you're instead of holding on to this identity, you're choosing to let go and choose to become a new identity of self. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Um, and I see that the citrine, the cowrie shell, the amethyst, and the sunstone. So there's definitely a lot of mental clarity, positive mindsets, and mental clarity going on with, especially money. But I feel like it's more an abundance, not really money, but abundance. And this sunstone is bringing in that sun energy, and I'm hearing the word Aries. I'm seeing January 1st, so maybe there's going to be like something significant with Aries on January 1st. And this hammer for February, I feel like the hammer, the amethyst, and the Amazonite are saying basically that it's like working on the mind for healing. And then there's going to be this like shadow work going on. And last but not least, this aquamarine. So there's again more healing going on. So it's kind of like healing, rest, shadow work, healing, rest, shadow work. And it's kind of like repeating. And then we have this garnet, the Capricorn symbol here, and then the key. So I feel like garnets. Capricorns, watch your blood pressure during the month of March. And I feel like pay attention to physical body. I feel like your physical body is gonna be stressed. Like maybe gonna be doing too much workout. Make sure to let your body rest. Take that time to let your body muscles kind of rest, so you can do more workouts more efficiently. And then this key. So um I feel like a lot of us are gonna start feeling stuck though because of this key being up downward. But it's like a good stuff, to kind of get us to start thinking again, wisdom. So that's that. So I hope that made sense for you guys. Now I am on to Melanie's question. I know Melanie wanted to do a reading. So, Melanie, did you still want a reading from me, honey? I know you said you wanted a tarot reading. Now, as you can see, I said donations are accepted. They're not mandatory. But know that all donations are going towards this new, it's a tiny home project, but it's basically my storefront. It's gonna have my store in it, so it's all going toward that. So just know that if you do make any donations, it's basically I'm saving it up to put towards this what you normally call them tiny homes, but it's going to be where my store is located, my store front. So um but Melanie, you did get the card Seven of Pentacles, the Temperance card, and the Two of Wands. I feel like the Seven of Pentacles is saying you have a lot of options, a lot of choices. You're pretty well off financially. It's very balanced. But I feel like you're at a crossroads with this Two of Wands, okay? Not I don't know what want to say crossroad. I just feel like there are definitely two like choices that could make you go left or right. And I feel like you need to take time to meditate and see where you decide on where you want to go, especially because this temperance card. And the temperance card, it does mean balance. But I feel like even if things are well and good, I feel like excuse me, your God just saying it's gonna be time for growth. And so there's gonna be some things that are gonna come up for you that you have to make a decision whether to continue where you're going or if you want to create something new. Maybe you need to let go of some people that in the future that may not be serving you. Maybe I heard the word jealousy, so maybe there's some people that are going to be jealous. So I hope that makes sense. But Melanie, do you have a question? I know you said you wanted a tarot reading. So while I'm waiting for this answer, I'm gonna finish this slice of cake. Yes, you can. Mm. Yeah, you can ask. I'm using my phone to read the comments, okay? So just know, even though I'm looking at my phone, it's just to read the comments, okay? See, there's the comment. It says, when will I be able to buy my own house? Well, okay. First off, your name's Mahesh? Mahesh Gongwei. Your spirit guides are telling me don't ask the question as far as when, but how. Because you could have this done but at any time. But it's how you go about buying this new home that will depend on whether it comes to quicker or longer. So it's like it's instead of like they're saying we're gonna answer how to get it quicker instead of when because it depends on your physical mundane part that will decide for you whether or not it comes to you faster or comes to you longer. So that's what they're saying. Okay. So that's what they're saying. But let's see what advice they can give you. Because I feel like I'm hearing the word advice, not really the direct answer as far as when, but advice. Being told 7 cards. Okay, and then I'm being told this one. Okay, cool. Ooh, this one got 2 cards. Ooh, it didn't work. Okay, I see what you're doing. Let me just adjust this. Okay. And boom. Last but not least. Okay, first you have the Fool's card. And the Fool's card don't mean you're fool. If it's reversed, it definitely means you're probably acting fool. But if it's upright, it's basically saying new beginnings, new chapter. So you definitely are trying to go into this new chapter for sure. But your spirit guides are basically like they were saying, like you have many choices, many avenues that could basically decide whether it comes to you quicker or faster. So that's what the seven of Pentacles is. It's basically you have many choices. See how he's just got all this fruit. So you could pick any one of these fruit, and it could just say be like longer. It could make you get this house. It'll make you wait longer or get it quicker. Now this Temperance card, and it's interesting because I shuffled this deck and I still got, interestingly enough, the same spread. It's like the Fool, the 7 of Pentacles, the Temperance, and the 2 of Wands, which we had from Melanie. So I think that's very interesting that even though I shuffled it, you still got the same 3 cards that she did in the exact same order. So like the temperance card is, I feel like, yes, you definitely need to balance. I feel like there's a need to balance the work and the home, but I'm feeling a need to have mental clarity. I don't know if your mind just keeps going over and over and over 24/7, but I feel like it keeps running. But I feel like you need to calm your mind, take a deep breath, and allow, as you meditate, allow the answers to come to. There definitely is a big decision that needs to happen mentally before you can have this Ten of Cups. Now, the Ten of Cups is a very interesting card for me. Ten of Cups is all about basically looking back and seeing, like, it's like usually it depicts a person looking at all his wealth or emotional wisdom. I feel like there's something that's going to happen to where you're going to look back at all the things you've accomplished. I'm seeing you coming to an understanding that you're looking at how you've succeeded in everything that you've done. And it's like you'll come to this realization where it's like, man, why am I worrying about when I'm going to get this house? Because regardless of when I'm going to get this house, I'm still going to get this house because look at all the accomplishments I've made. So it's like you will come to an understanding in your own accord. You know, be looking back and it's like, man, I did this, I did this, I did this, and I've helped so and so. I've gotten this car, gotten this new job. So what makes me think that I can't get this new house? I can get this new house because I did this, and this, right? Hi, I DM you about a reading before. Hello, Kate. I might recognize you under a different Facebook name. But I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. I know I've had people ask me for reading. Do you mind DMing me? Because I know I work with so many people, and I know you did get a reading from me, but I'm trying to remember what Facebook was. It Facebook or was it text message? Because I'm pretty sure it's Facebook, but I could be tripping. But Mahesh, like, so it's like once you come to this epiphany, it's like this ace of Instagram. Oh, I haven't been on Instagram, honey, in a hot minute. Your best bet if you're asking for a reading, like a paid reading from me, um, is Facebook at Hecate Oak Lafay, okay? Um, then the Ace of Pentacles comes up for you, Mahesh, after this Ten of Cups. And, and this, to me, like this Ten of Cups, you see how the cups are surrounding the diamond, and it's got like this beautiful star cube like matrix going on. So it's like you're gonna be this definitely shining. It's like I'll come to this mental crossroads, and it's like it's basically you either choosing to go forward or go back. But I feel like you're gonna go forward, and as you go forward and let go of this these mental programs, they could be mental programs, behavioral patterns, whatever it may be. It's like once you release these, you're going to be shining. You're going to have everything that you want, and that's what this Ace of Pentacles is saying. That you will definitely get what you're asking for. Um, but I feel like this Two of Wands is about like letting go. I feel like something's got to be letting go. But I feel like it's more of a mental, maybe emotional too aspect to it. Now the Seven of Cups reversed. The Seven of Cups, much like the to me the Seven of Cups is much like the Seven of Pentacles, but instead of choices, I feel like these are emotional. Now that we're talking about the emotional choices, I feel like there's gonna be like not a lot of emotional. You know what? Let me read this reading, and maybe I'll come to an understanding. I feel like I'm missing something with this card. Let me ask. Any clarity on the Seven of Cups reverse, please? And thank you. Thank you. Okay, Princess of Cups. Okay, now I understand. I knew I thought so. Like, so this Seven of Cups is not really saying that you're not like you're not expanding, because this Princess of Cups is saying that you're coming into a new you, like a new confident you. But there's some emotional baggage that needs to be let go of first. And that's what the Seven of Cups is telling you. Like there's some emotional things that need to be let go of so you can become this Princess of Cups. Now this princess is also the Page of Cups, but it's like this the Princess of Cups. And it's like you're gonna come into this new profound self of like awareness of self, and it's like, man, now this five of wands, usually it's basically you're looking back behind you, right? So what they're saying is don't look back. The Two of Swords is saying talking about balance, but I feel like there's also got to be some letting go. But I feel like you don't look back. Do not look back is what they're saying. I keep feeling it very strongly. Don't look back at the past. Do not use the past as your compass or as your gauge of the present, because that's the past, that's not the present, and you can't judge yourself on the past. You can only judge yourself as far as the here and the now, because what's done is done and the future hasn't been made yet. Because if the future was done and made, it would be in the past. But with this Four of Wands, though, as you're letting this go and becoming more aligned with your soul's, I guess you could say, some purpose, some mission, whatever it is that you are trying to create with this house. This Four of Wands is saying the Four of Wands usually depicts a man and a woman coming together and like newlyweds coming together and entering this new home. So you're definitely gonna get this new home, but it's basically like they're saying don't look back, because it's what you because if you look back, this is going to make it go longer. I feel like they're saying basically, I'm going to wrap it up and sum it up here. Is basically you got some choices you definitely need to make, and these are crucial choices that deal with your emotional and mental and physical growth. But I feel like you need to go within, look at your life. Don't look at it from a bias, but like look at it like, okay, I should focus on this because this could help. And once I get rid of this belief or this program, I'll be able to have more wealth. And that wealth could be used to get this new home. You know, like you're looking at it from like an unbiased perspective. And I'm hearing like there's a friend that kind of helps you get things into perspective. To call this friend, I don't know if it's a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or like that, that girl, that best friend that that if you call her up at midnight, she'll answer that phone, be like, yo, what's up, girl? What you need? I feel that there's someone that's there that's gonna be there to support you, Mahesh. So Mahesh, I hope that resonated. I know you wanted to know when, but I feel like your guys were saying we're not gonna give you when, we're gonna tell you how you can manifest this home. Now it's interesting because the Hermit, and it really confirms that to go within and digest this information, and I think that's so interesting. So, excuse me. Melanie, I know you wanted a reading. Are you still here, Melanie? Melanie, are you still here? NK, did you want a reading, or did you want to get a paid reading? A paid reading is more informative, but if you wanted a free reading, we could go free reading. Donations are accepted, but not mandatory. Okay? Just want to let you guys know. It says, thank you so much. It was my pleasure. I'm just here to use my gifts to help others along their journeys. To do again that for it's interesting. Yep. Oops. Okay. Yes, you could definitely ask. I was waiting for you to ask, Melanie. So what is your question, Melanie? Sorry. Okay. Um, it's Will, Mary. Okay. Um, first off, Lena, you guys are saying to not think about it as will in the sense of when. They're saying every relationship takes time to develop trust, bonds, emotional, mental connection. So it's not a matter of when or will you. But again, if they're saying like Mahesh's guys were saying, it's a matter of how you will create that bridge for you to be able to be in sync. Okay, to be in sync and wanting to go where y'all both want to go. Now, that doesn't mean to force her to go on the same path as you. You each have your own skills and your own abilities, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. But it's like I feel like growth, but I don't really feel like marriage yet. Not right now, at least. I don't feel marriage. I feel like more this is like a relationship that still needs to be tended and taken care of before you guys are ready to take the next stage Let's see. Interesting. So you have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups, and then the Four of Wands. So I feel like there is some this person might be a knight in shining armor to you, and at other times he can be like sometimes he could be very playful, and or he or she could be very playful in the knight in shining armor. But then there are times where he's like this spirit, he or she is like this spiritual, wise, being able to handle like emotions well. So I feel like there's definitely a sense of needing to do a lot of introspection before you guys are definitely ready. Because the Knight of Cups, this is, I feel like the person you're talking about is the Two of Swords. He has that Knight of Cups has the Two of Swords. So I feel like there is some stuff that he or she needs to let go of, or it might be you. This Nine of Cups might be you. Um, whilst the King of Cups, whoever you know to be the King of Cups in this relationship, needs to work together because the Eight of Pentacles is creating, okay? But it's creating together, not alone. Being in a relationship with someone can be very beautiful because you're using both of your time, energy, and effort to create something together. That doesn't mean that they can't go and create something by themselves if they wanted to, but it's like y'all are working together. And I feel like one of you is not really able to work with the other so well. They kind of be more of doing their own thing, kind of like a lone wolf. Whilst the other one has to have like baggage, or I feel like a lot of controlling. Like a lot of relationships have turned sour for whoever is the Knight of Cups. And it's like you try to control you or him or her try to control like every variable, but you can't control everything. There's no way because everything is an infinite, eternal, omnipotent, universal, existential essence. You know, like you cannot predict everything, control everything. But I feel like once y'all start to like work together and let go of what y'all need to let go of, you'll become this King of Pentacles where you'll be like, okay, I'm on a really good foundation. I have nice money, car, and the house. And that's what this four wants. So before you step as newlyweds into together, I feel like you guys need to work together and to let go of certain burdens or beliefs. Don't judge. I feel like maybe one of you or both of you is using the past relationships as like the instruction manual or the guidebook. And that is not actually what you need to be using because this either you or both of you are using a past instruction manual of how your relationship for this say his name was Bob and let's just say her name's his or her name is Aubrey, and say Aubrey was hanging out with William, and now Aubrey's with Lena, right? She can't judge Lena based on William. Like she cannot expect Lena to be just like William, and vice versa. So it's like you can't expect the other people to treat you the same way as your past relationship. You both need to understand that you're both coming into this fresh. You both have your own traumas and wounds, and that is okay. But don't let that stop you from growing and healing together. And that's what I feel. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that resonated. I tried my best to explain it the best of to my abilities. So I do hope that it has made sense to you. And well, I'm going to take a bathroom break. So, if you guys want to go grab something to drink or maybe some popcorn, go ahead and do so at this time. I, however, need to use the bathroom, so I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Wait, what happened to all the comments? But I hope it resonated for you, Melanie. I think if there is no one else who wants a reading, I think I'm going to head off this live stream. We've already been here like, oh my god, it's already been like an hour and 2 minutes, and reading people takes a lot out of me. Is there anyone else who would like a reading? If not, I will head off this live stream. Okay. There seems to be no one else who wants a reading, so I'm going to head off this live stream. Oops, hold on. Yes, I could definitely pull a card for you, Jen. I'm being drawn to use the Isis Oracle deck for you. Says enter the healing chamber into the chamber of healing. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notion, and allow the healing energy to help you find the best solution. For any situation that does not appear to be as it should, expect your miracle. I'm using the Isis Oracle deck. I felt really drawn to use this deck for you. And I'm being told to shuffle and draw another card for you, so we are going to do that. Okay, I'm being told to shuffle one more time. Boom. Actually, you got 2 cards because I was asking for 3. We have the High Priestess, card. It says the mystery is to be unveiled. A new clarity around your direction is unfolding. Be willing to wait for the full reveal, but also recognize what is happening at this time. You will gain you will be gaining valuable insight into where you are being led and for what purpose. And then the last card for you is the brother in the darkness. It says whenever negative energy is present, it is a sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our feminine divine power. Shall overcome any negative energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There is no need to be afraid. I feel like you are definitely entering the healing. I keep hearing the word enter every time I look at this card, even though it says enter the chamber of healing. I feel like you're entering the healing chamber. You're entering like this section or corridor of, I see it as a corridor, but it's like a section of life where you're going through deep healing, and it's slowly removing layers. And the High Priestess card is saying, it's slowly being unveiled to you, and new clarity is unfolding on where you need to go with this healing journey. But I feel like there are some things that definitely need to be removed, or whether it be negative people, places, things, items, tools, programs, beliefs, whatever it may be, that are not serving you. And that's what this is saying. It's like it's time to go more into the feminine, and the feminine can be a very healing energy. So I feel like you're definitely entering a healing period in your life, but you need to let go of some things that are kind of holding you back. I don't know if they're programs, they could be people, they could be places, they could be objects that your subconscious mind would be like, oh, that's a pyramid. It means, it could mean, like, for example, you could see an image of a skull and you subconsciously identify as a skull as being a symbol of death and destruction, and that's why you have and this is just an example. So say, for example, you see a skull, and the skull image is, your subconscious may identify that skull as death and destruction. Well, if it identifies with the image of the skull as a death and destruction, that might be the reason why you have a lot of anxiety, stresses, or fear, So, like, you got to look at it. I don't know what it may be. It could be like negative people. It could be negative places. It could be negative things, negative subconscious perceptions and beliefs, programming, whatever you want to call it. So I hope that was helpful for you. I am now going to shut off this live stream and go to bed. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Kisses, hugs, and love to all of you beautiful, amazing souls. Know that you're powerful shamans, warriors, healers, and all that in a bag of chips. Magical blessings until next time.